My name is DiRenzo. In this series of trade minutes, we're going to utilize personal harness to aid our removal of firefighters located in upper floor environments. There are various techniques that can be utilized to remove firefighters. The one we're going to focus on here is a ladder high point removal with rope. We're going to utilize a personal harness that is equipped on a downed firefighter. This is going to involve some outside rigging with a carabiner, a piece of rope, and a ladder, as well as some inside rigging with the personal harness. First, we're going to focus on the outside rigging. What we have here is a piece of rope along with the carabiner. The firefighter is going to take the carabiner, run underneath the first rung, bring it back across the top. He's going to ascend the ladder with the carabiner in one hand on the beam. He is going to climb the ladder until he reaches the highest rung, even with the windowsill. At this point, he's going to clip himself in with his personal harness. Now he's safely locked in. He's now going to set up his high point. Once the high point is established, he's going to take a bight of rope, set it between the two rungs into the rescue firefighters. Once the rescue firefighters have control of this rope, the rescue firefighter on the exterior is going to clip off the ladder and descend the ladder down to the bottom to man his rope. The rescue firefighter will now take a position at the bottom to foot the ladder as well as man the rope. We'll now go to the inside to show the rigging for the interior. We've now transitioned to the interior to focus on the firefighter packaging and rigging from the interior view. The firefighters on the inside have dragged the firefighter to the window. The next step they're going to do is package this firefighter for the vertical removal. They're going to utilize the personal harness as their attachment point. There are other options, could be the DRD device, SCBA. Duly mentioned that SCBA manufacturers do not rate their harnesses to be utilized for this fashion. So at this point, we're going to utilize the personal harness as the attachment point. They're going to locate the pompier hook, deploy it, run it up through the coat as a secondary attachment point. As this firefighter is doing this, the other firefighter is going to be grabbing the rope to bring the bight of rope in, so that way when we're ready, it can be employed into the pompier hook. Pompier hook is opened up, the bight of rope is placed inside, closed, and locked. They're going to re-secure that coat, keeping that in line so the firefighter stays parallel. Once that is done, slack is going to be taken. It's going to go over the shoulder. We need to make sure that this rope goes over the shoulder, not underneath the armpit, or else the firefighter will go perpendicular. The firefighter is going to be removed via the face down, feet first method. They're going to roll the firefighter face down, and they're going to get him as close to that window as possible. Concentrate on that core of that body. By bending the extremities up, they're going to be able to pull that firefighter as close to the window as possible. Now the core is as close to the window as possible. They're going to segment the body. Firefighters, due to size or long stature, may not be able to be lifted up in one motion. So we have a three-part lift here. We have leg straps, waist straps, shoulder straps. We're going to utilize these as handles to assist us with the lifting of the firefighter. At this point, they're going to go with a two-part lift due to the nature of the firefighter. So they're going to go waist strap, leg strap. Together, on a ready lift command, they're going to lift.
Ready, lift.
As they get the firefighter up, they pinch their hips into the firefighter so they don't lose what they've already captured. The firefighter is resting on the sill. They regroup. They go for the waist strap and the shoulder strap.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
The firefighter bends at the waist. He falls in line. The rest of the tension is going to be taken up on the line. The firefighter is now being ready to transition to the outside firefighter. We're now going to make the transition of the down firefighter from the inside team to the outside team. Now that the firefighter is properly rigged up, it's going to be on the control of the outside firefighter. You now notice that this firefighter can single-handedly control him utilizing the rope with the friction that's provided with the rungs and the ladder, as well as the mechanical advantage that's created utilizing the pompier hook. The firefighter is successfully removed from the upper floor environment. We're now going to do a simulated exercise showing all this put together in the upper floor removal. The firefighters are now going to respond to the report of a firefighter trapped on an upper floor. What we've seen here is just another option for the ladder high point removal, incorporating the personal harness. This can be utilized with all the previous techniques that we've learned for upper floor removals. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you to Globe for the sponsorship. Stay safe.